know where they're at. That's why we have to lay down fire first.
You know, since 2001, we've been fighting over 2 decades of the most intense combat this nation's ever seen. As a country, we haven't really changed any of our approaches to the combat veteran community. And quite frankly, America's been lied to for the past 2 decades.
So in 2021, Staff Sergeant Mike Duty and some of the soldiers he served with in Afghanistan felt compelled to fill a void and make a difference. They formed the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation and developed the Resilient Warrior Project, a community healing program for our nation's service members, veterans, and Gold Star families.
What is the most honorable thing that any of us could possibly do? And it's to give the ultimate sacrifice, to serve something greater than oneself. You know, and it's exactly what Anthony did, where the whole Warrior Ride was conceptualized. The Warrior Ride was first stemmed in 2013 when we lost Anthony Maddox, who was one of Kyle's best friends on that deployment. He's a brother of all of us. He was unfortunately killed in an explosion that happened at our field point.
All of a sudden, I'm looking straight, then boom, it just explodes. No one knows what's going on. And I swear Maddox was right there. And I'm screaming for Maddox, you know, because he had to be right there. I screamed it 3 times, and then all of a sudden, you see him walking out of the fire fully in flames.
Kyle was one of 3 people that had complete disregard for their own safety and jumped on Anthony, threw him in sand pits, did anything they could. They fought like lions to put him out.
It was a deadly and devastating incident. A friend and fellow soldier was dead. Kyle Baye and the others who tried desperately to save his life would never be the same. Hurting and homeless, the New Hampshire native searched for a purpose, a mission perhaps, following his 3.5 years of service.
Kyle did something similar a few years back. He rode from New Hampshire to Texas, which is a burial site of one of our soldiers who lost their lives during one of our deployments. And so then when we started the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation, I was talking to Kyle, and he's like, man, I want to do something similar. He's like, but I want to do it bigger. And I was like, because I saw what it did for him. I said, let's freaking do it, man.
This is the kickoff of the Warrior Ride.
Moments before one man's bold journey to honor a fallen friend and raise awareness for veterans in need.
What he's been through and what he's seen, you know, this is a healing journey for him as well.
3,700 miles, Boston to San Diego, accompanied by fellow veteran J.C. Callahan.
I love you so much. Give us one.
Just want everybody to know that they're not alone, and there's the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation is behind every single vet, and we're trying to put everybody in facilities that need help. Let's do this.
Awesome.
Let's get it done. Let's go.
A U.S. Army vet is beginning a long journey across the country.
It would be a therapeutic cross-country trek for Kyle and a fundraiser for the foundation, capturing the attention of thousands nationwide and hundreds more who attended special Warrior Ride events across the country. The first was a very special and emotional one in Bloomington, Illinois, home of Sergeant Maddox, where Kyle met Anthony's family for the first time.
A weekend full of emotion and remembrance, an Army veteran making a stop to honor Bloomington native Sergeant Anthony Maddox during a cross-country bike ride called the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation Warrior Ride.
This is a very, very heartfelt moment for Kyle. Today is probably one of the most intimate emotional things that he's done to be here with Anthony's family, to kind of look them in the face again and kind of relive some of those moments.
Next stop, St. Louis and Busch Stadium, where Kyle, Foundation officers, and the Maddox family were special pregame guests. A ceremonial first pitch before a big league ball game, and then right back out on the road.
Some days, you know, it just drops me to my knees, you know. Just because I miss him, man.
There was an enthusiastic reception in Golden, Colorado on appropriately Memorial Day.
The rider who's in this stopped in Golden today, 2,200 miles into his journey. 10th Mountain Whiskey and Cannonball Creek Brewery partnered with the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation for this event.
You made it to Cannonball.
2,200 miles, man.
Let's go, baby. It's been a privilege to follow these guys and promote them.
Hey, man, I'm 10 miles away. Could you drop me a pin for the next location?
Yeah, send it to you now, man. See you in a couple hours.
All right, thanks, brother. See you then.
My admiration for him is about his drive and his ability just to not ever quit anything.
Through so much adversity, deadlines, and even danger, Kyle, with JC's support, pedaled through all of it.
I think I've had like every weather there ever was. Hail like this, snow blowing me off the road.
And just days later, sweltering heat in the Southwest.
He has now ridden the 3,700 miles across the country here to San Diego, finishing tomorrow on Coronado Island to touch the Pacific Ocean.
"51 days, nearly 4,000 miles. Mission accomplished. All that was left to do, a celebratory dive into the Pacific.
Glad to be done pedaling, but the people I've met, the connections that I built, they'll be with me for the rest of my life.
The end state of this is what's the most important, because this is healing for Kyle. It's probably healing for a lot of vets too, and for all of us.
And I think for Kyle, most importantly, I think it's been a healing journey. So I think we accomplished all of our objectives in the Warrior Ride.